Yo, what's up? It's Jason. I'm back with another video and another installment in the letter thread that was started over by Jacob over at Jacob's Music Channel. Definitely go check out his channel and sub him up. He shows a variety of genres and styles. Started this thread, this alphabet thread, months ago, and I'm still going on it. Today we're doing S, obviously. So, kicking things off, I got a whole bunch to show here. A smattering, I guess, if you will, from the collection. Gonna kick things off with some punk. Actually, some no wave here out of New York's no wave scene. Swans, legendary. This is just a single here. This is Time as Money Bastard, which I think is on the Holy Money album as well. I've got a bunch of Swans records, so just pulled this one for now. That was Jura and the gang. Love the early Swans, that heavy sludge sound, which obviously is a big influence on a lot of bands, including Godflesh later on. Also out of that New York scene, of course, no wave scene, you got Sonic Youth. This Confusion is Sex, and their debut, Sonic Youth. Love the early stuff by these guys as well. Not so big on their later 90s alternative output. And of course, you got to go classic as well with Subhumans, UK Subhumans. The Day the Country Died. I think this has the Mickey Mouse is Dead, track on it. Ashtray Dirt, and a bunch of others as well. But I remember as a kid having some punks made me a mixtape. I had this mixtape for a long time. It had Subhumans on one side with Mickey Mouse is Dead, etc. on it, which was amazing. And been in love with the band ever since. Saw them live, got to see them live once, more recent times, and it was still amazing. Also got to see this band once too on the reunion tour. Got the Pistols here. This is the mini album. I think this one actually has their original bassist on here too, not just not Sid. This was a reissue, came out of Restless back in the day. Now some crossover hardcore into thrash metal. We got Sudden Impact, Canadian band on the Canadian Fringe label that I'm always talking about. Love this record from back in the day. Got a great track, opener track on here, Keep On Truckin'. Sudden Impact, No Rest for the Wicked. Excellent record. Carrying on that metal tip, we got from England some early death metal / thrash, Sabat, with one legendary Andy Sneap in the band, who is very famously now producing a lot of metal these days. For over a decade, I guess. He's also playing guitar in Judas Priest these days, but this is his old band, Sabat. Of course, the legendary Slayer, Show No Mercy, one of their best early ones. And recent metal record I picked up, older school band though, of course, Sssss, out of California. And this is the Shadow Inside, the newest one. Still hasn't grown on me yet. Kind of so-so on it. Not as good as the old stuff. A couple more punk noise rock things. Scratch Acid Berserker album. This one's pretty rare. Pretty hard to find. I managed to score my Scratch Acid records about 10 years back on Discogs for 30-ish bucks, and they go for a lot higher nowadays. It's an OG press on Touch and Go Records. Love this band, of course. Lead singer David Yao went on to Jesus Lizard and other things. So that's Scratch Acid. And then from Canada, another OG gem. This was a grail for me for many years because I had it as a kid and then lost it. Slow. That's the band. Out of BC. Really their only album, Against the Glass. Had a couple singles, EPs. This is really an EP, actually. It's just 6 songs. Pre-grunge, again. That proto-grunge label gets thrown around. It's on a Canadian record label, too, called Zulu Records out of BC. Got reissued not long ago, though, after my many years of being on the hunt. Then we got some soulful stuff here. We got Sade's Diamond Life on vinyl. On OG. Yeah, you guys all know this album. Hang On To Your Love and Smooth Operator and all that kind of stuff. Can't beat the legend Sade. From the 90s, Stone Roses, Fool's Gold. Big single from them. Never really got the album by them, but have the single. And I think they only had a couple of records, really. Some 80s synth pop, future electro, Sig Sputnik, 21st Century Boy. And last but not least, a little bit of hip hop to round things out here for the S's. Coming out of New York City, we got Show and AG, aka Showbiz and AG. They first came out with their single Fat Pockets, which I have somewhere, but I couldn't seem to locate. Then they came out with this EP a little bit later, a few years later. This is 1998 EP, the full-scale EP. Excellent, excellent EP for underground hip-hop. Outside of the golden era at this point, but it's got that underground flavor, a little bit minimalist. Just deep stuff, deep cuts. And this EP is kind of interesting. Side B is basically instrumental versions. Got a lot of instrumental versions of the same songs, but really cool EP. Showbiz and AG from New York. That's my S's. See you guys on the T's.